Witness a miracle of faith as Jesus feeds thousands with humble offerings.
Each turn towards the promise of Jesus' words. Families create havens of color with their blankets, laughter mingling with the rustling grass. James, Peter, and John stand as silent sentinels, their eyes wide with wonder at the gathering. An endless sea of faces fills the unknown location. James observes the multitude with a mix of awe and concern. "Look at this crowd, Peter. They just keep coming." Peter's face lights up with a wide, infectious grin. Peter declares, "Can you blame them?" Jesus' words feed the heart. Sunlight streams into the sparsely furnished room, illuminating the air as John smiles warmly. John speaks, his voice filled with awe. "And their feet. Some have walked for hours just to be near him." The sun ascends, casting a golden hue across the grassy hillside. A multitude gathers, their faces alight with anticipation as they listen to Jesus. Philip navigates through the crowd, his face etched with worry. He approaches Jesus, his concern palpable. Philip leans in, his face etched with worry, as the day wanes and shadows stretch across the faces of the hungry crowd. "Teacher, it's getting late. These people are hungry, and we're far from any town." The multitude of followers stands wearily, their hope dwindling as the sun dips lower. A sea of weathered faces turns toward Jesus, their expressions a mix of hope and weariness. Jesus stands calmly before the crowd, his gaze unwavering, a beacon of serenity. Jesus speaks with gentle resolve. "Then let's feed them." Philip stands, eyes wide with disbelief. "Feed them? But Master, it would take more than half a year's wages to buy enough food for everyone." Andrew is approached by Eli on the grassy hillside. Eli offers Andrew his lunch. Andrew approaches, his voice filled with hope. "There's a boy here with 5 small loaves and 2 fish. It's not much, but it's something." Eli follows closely behind Andrew. Eli stands quietly. A flicker of concern dances in his eyes. He offers softly, "He can have my lunch, if it helps." Jesus smiles warmly, his eyes crinkling at the corners, a beacon of peace in the unknown. With gentle gratitude, Jesus speaks, "Thank you, little one. That's a big gift." With eyes brimming with hope, I offer my basket to Jesus. Eli looks up at Jesus, his expression hopeful, seeking understanding. "I wanted to share. I thought maybe it could help." Light streams in, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. "You've shared what you have. Watch now what God can do with a generous heart." Andrew stands, a wide smile spreading across his face. He gestures, his eyes sparkling with anticipation. "Let's ask everyone to sit down. Something special is about to happen." A sea of faces fills the park, each person adrift in uncertainty. James takes the stage, his voice cutting through the murmur, beckoning them to gather. "Please, everyone, sit down in groups on the grass." As the afternoon sun casts long shadows, the crowd begins to settle. Jesus takes the basket and looks up toward the sky. He prays silently, his face serene. Jesus bows his head, his eyes closed, offering a silent prayer. Before him, a simple meal of bread and fish awaits, a testament to humble sustenance. In a moment of solemn gratitude, Jesus speaks, "Father, I thank you for this food. You are the giver of every good gift." He continues, his voice filled with reverence, "Bless this bread and these fish, and may they be enough for all who hunger." On the grassy hillside, the disciples distribute food, the baskets miraculously never emptying. Peter, his face radiant with joy, proudly presents a basket. "There's more! Pass it down! Pass it down!" Peter exclaims, his voice filled with excitement. A child clutches bread, eyes shining with joy. "Mama, look, I have bread." Sunlight pierces through the window, revealing dust motes dancing in the air as mother stands at the head of the table. Her eyes, though red-rimmed, shine with relief as she surveys the meager meal before her family. Her hands tremble slightly as she whispers, "Praise the Lord, He has fed us all." Eli stands, his face a canvas of disbelief and awe as he looks at Jesus. "You used my lunch and fed everyone." Jesus kneels beside Eli, his face reflecting compassion. Jesus speaks with gentle reassurance. "You gave what you had, and God made it more." Jesus continues, "You helped with a miracle today.